we looked at the biblical purposes of marriage, but today we are looking at the practical purposes of marriage, which we would like you to put your comments and questions there, and I will deal with them for you. So without much ado, I have my panel with me, and as usual, our Papa is in the house, the very Reverend Dr. Samuel Omane Ejepon Dakwaba. We also have with us our senior brother, Reverend Dr. Osofo Kofi Emisa. Maybe Osofo Kofi Nipa because Osofo Kofi here and crossing Dini. We have with us our own DYO, Reverend Gideon Doche Osabuti. Osofo Akwaba. Na abom to say. Number two, we know of my men in Kuala Lumpur here. Because then they go come family wants some Jesus. They come with some more than where they are. But the normal quotation about marriage are in Genesis 2:18 to 22. I don't know person me kind ye so ye ka say gina be fa ho sa or they be up to 24. Or say then the Lord God said it's not good for a man to be alone. I will make him a helper suitable for him. Out of the ground the Lord God formed every beast of the field and every bird of the sky, and brought them to the man to see what he would call them. And whatever the man called a living creature, that was its name. The man gave names to all the cattle, and to the birds of the sky, and to every beast of the field. But to Adam there was not found a helper suitable for him. So the Lord God caused the deep sleep to fall upon the man, and he slept. Then he took one of his ribs and closed up the flesh at that place. The Lord God fashioned into a woman the rib which he had taken from the man, and brought her to the man. The man said, "This is now bone of my bones and flesh of my flesh. She shall be called woman, because she was taken out of man. For this reason a man shall leave his father and mother and be joined to his wife, and they shall become one flesh. And the man and his wife were both naked and were not ashamed." That briefly, last year shared the biblical perspectives of the purposes of marriage. And so far as our culture is concerned, what are some of the practical purposes of marriage?
The fact that we are looking at the practical purposes does not also exclude the fact that you can still get some of these practical purposes from Scripture.
Exactly.
It is practical because, but if you look at Genesis 2:18, or say, the Lord God said, "It is not good for a man to be alone." Let's say, na esese onipa enya companion obi a obetumi na adwene akanfo ya na ye ka se bi say ti kronko nkwagina. So you need somebody so that utumi dwene ade bi a wabusa se ono so na adwene ye ne sei ye go baako e wo asori bi say ye kura ye gina say ye papa mu. So companionship, unity, and the support for one another, no, idea no so if you are sitting pa wakwafumu no wababa oni amano so unyo obi obepso mu na watumi asoa. Nti practically no, companionship is one very, very important thing, so that we will be able to, as it were, exclude or nip in the bud the idea of loneliness. I'm saying now here kasano so for Kofi Ekasen will say it's one thing being lonely and it's another thing being alone. Yeah. They are two different things at all. Yeah, you can be in the crowd and still feel lonely. And you know, I am say the bear near me run make free verse 18 the fact that companionship is one thing, and support for one another is also another. I hear.
Na da kind of scenario bi o. Also ko fo mu a ko ntumi enye bibia do nya obi boa. Na ma men fa fo mu scenario famran ne. Kan no go se wo a ko fo. na ne yere nyem na kwala hye n'akyi na wasan so kɛntɛn a yɛabɔ ne bankyea na bɔɔdeɛ nneɛma mma na bɛrima yi n'ataare egu ne kɔn no wia wasan ne sika ne kita no wasan de ato ɔbaa ne deɛ ne so na ɔbaa ne deɛ anim. What do we make of this so far as marriage is concerned?
Ɔbaa ne yɛ slave ɛna bɛrima ne yɛ master. That is on the lighter side.
So the master-slave
relationship now.
Okay.
But I should say it is very unfortunate that particular image now we paint, has actually become the typical image of the Ghanaian woman. All of us here say, Google, she share images, the Ghanaian wife and a Ghanaian mother. You are likely to see this picture coming up. Oba onyem na oba shenechi na wakwe fuma oba osonuyama na nikunu ede dade cutlass ye nkola na yesi machete odi ato ne kon na obo life edi nechi eno no ye cultural representation.
Okay.
Ti say dan obekaya na me kire bibi say, as much as I am not for that image, and again, I know it did happen some time ago in the history of our culture. But, Name Chirasidano Kusi say, especially when it comes to gender roles, Yesano, Messi say, Yekwe Fumusana, Menana, and Meyantis, Meyantimpuna Metana, and Kosi Fumuno, Meninukunu. Ene ne mamema ye dikan ahomache be 5 na yefifie na ye kodra ema no mbeba be 9 ombeba no na ya do be 2-3 hours 4 hours ye kono ye bibi kakra a ye bo be 7-8 a ye bedi but something very little emba ne ba 9 o'clock na afi no mu betu banche na ye gusu do omu betu banche omo akọ abe a yetwa a yeyi nsefom akọhwehwe do mu bi omo de nam kakra efifie baaye omo abe wo fufu ewo efom ho ema yenyina yenya yedi kan 5 o'clock ekodo ye no ene omo ba 9 no yenyina ya betena ho edi na ye wi a ye mmema no ye relax no for about an hour na ya san akodo biem ansa na yenyina ya ba fie no na mano eye me auntie ene ne mama ene nam ehwehwe firewood ukutu banche kakra akutwa bode kakra wakoyiwe kakra ne ameka akosini say technically sa be mana afena ana sekan da ne konwo na one ne yire befia ne renkwa ne so no no actually by the scenario me mano chese sa be mano no di kan we fuom ho 5 am wakodwa na yere ba be nu eduane ma ne diwie odo kakaka no mu nyina ebe fie enye fe se oba ne nko ana na eso no ma ne die but me pese ye se ho asese
me kan se oba ne nyem ana ketua so hye n'achi no we wa san so ba
me pese me ma background
enti na wa nkodo bia no
enti as much as say minji sa image no no the man could have still helped.
Exactly.
But me person what he has to say because of the gender rule
it started from somewhere. Exactly.
And there is a different image of the African woman.
Yeah.
In fact, there are other images where you find the African woman. She is still pregnant. She's still this time she doesn't have the baby behind her. Ada say shenenim and I say nkolano ekurikura ne nan. And okura book wa ha. Okura pen wa ha. Or share the graduate check be on the computer, the phone. They are still, you see, women are multitaskers. Image be our women, no, they are multitaskers. I have maybe gone here. There are many women in my life, ma menum, inuanum ma, anyankofo, that I have visited them in their house, and I have offered to go to the kitchen and dish my own food. They will not allow me. I have offered to go to the washing machine and put my own washing in it and wash, they will not allow me. Akayeho ba me eho meye. Maame no no ko ahomache 5 no.
Oh my.
Obeba 10. Nti ave na mentwen na nza medidi. Dabi. Enti that image is changing. I was saying mema yete ye ho ase say there are certain areas that ya frɛ no ema ruler. And the enam say nyoma asesa. Na ye pese omo so kɔ na omo kɔ fe bi be fie ma ye dinti. I will say you to me ye dey. A support.
So for the on top of the Sopenia Canadian, a senior product. You see that a master can say near master starting year. And the many people prefer no passes on 56. If you are old, they go school. More bar or no trafficking. Or maybe do feel late. Also, maybe do feel late. But if you do feel we are two things. Baby boy buy a no better TV, no news. And our funny graphic say, let me quote you.
And now the Juma be, or the Juma be fee.
And no crana, dear, no assassin, computer, and many other tenacity. None of the fee. Also, looking at the trend of marriage and our practical purposes to marriages, share the way soft many it has moved from that picture to a new picture now. It is a new picture, and today, send it was say, ye sheno, na ye balancing, na ye kama.
Thank you very much. When my senior ministers were talking, I was just writing something down. You see, women are endowed to do certain things that men can naturally not do.
Yeah.
So when we say the woman, I'll pack you from the first one, you said the woman is pregnant carrying machete, but she sees that as support and love. She sees that as support because the man has already gone there already to start. So I may say that the man may not have that mind that he is punishing the woman, but the woman is showing love. But then when you go further, you can see that the man can do better than that. And I believe that when they see the woman suffering, they help them. But sometimes they will not allow, as Papa said, they will not allow you to do it. And also you realize that I don't think that it is good for you to bring work from a workplace to the house. I learned this from one early person. Said,
no counselor will support this.
When you go to work.
Exactly.
When you come home. Exactly. Put the work aside. So I don't agree you bringing work to the house. Have time for the family. That's why you're in the house. So to my house, my wife wake up. We all wake up. She goes to work. She does 2 jobs. And I also go to work. Sometimes I come early. By God's grace, I've been to Girl Fellowship before, so I can cook anything and everything. So before she comes, I've fed the children. I've done everything. And when she comes, you can see that she's very tired. And she comes to eat, then together we chat, and then she goes to bed. Sometimes I also go my rounds, and I come, and I'm before I come, the food are there. The food is in the house. And the quarrel that I have in the house is, I don't like food. We put it there. The moment I see the food, I'm satisfied. That's the only quarrel I have in the house. When I see it plain, like, I guess you need to bring it small. So that I'll see that the food is getting short. So I'll be eating small. But when it's there, it's there. So why am I in a rush? So I have to take my time. So in my house, we help each other. When it comes to wash, there's washing machine there. But sometimes we believe that keeping on washing in the washing machine make you lazy. So when we are in the house, we share it. The children have something they are washing. They are not washing though, but they are also washing. We are all washing. When we finish, we are tired. We all sit down and discuss. It builds a bond together. But when you come from the house and you are the man, you feel you are the one who has worked so well and you are tired, how much more the woman? You are not in the olden days that the women are right now caterers and they are in the house doing nothing. They are all workers. So you come to the house, reasoning is for matured people. Everybody is tired. Why not all of you go cut the yam whilst you put the fire on? Help this. Whilst you are talking, the stress is going down.
Oh, yeah.
And together you can help build the family. And if the children see this, when they grow, they realize that the woman is not a slave, but it's a helpmate. So this is what I see by a modern trend. Those of the men that like the EPL, the football, and they don't want to help, I see them, I want to say something, but they don't forgive me for that. It's like aquajo. And yet, if I use the English word, it's very bad. But then,
but some are not aquajo, some are deliberate.
It's deliberate because of, I think, when
and some are also not trained with it. Okay. So they find it difficult learning. some in terms of that side they are trainable, others are not.
So I tell most of the couples that when you are doing this with your wife, it doesn't make you less human.
Doesn't belittle you. Yeah.
No. You are doing that. That's why you are married. Nobody have to see what is happening in the house. Unless you go out and go and say that I watched this for this, I watched this for this. Even when you go and say it doesn't make you less human. You are supposed to work out your marriage with fear and trembling. It's for better, for worse. There's no half time. There's no suspension. You are working it out. So whatever you do for the marriage to work, let it work. They will call you all kinds of names, but then your marriage is lasting. So these modern day marriage couples, I believe that they have to go beyond the normal and make sure their marriage work. Thank you.
I think that what I would want to add before maybe you come with your other question is that because of education and Christianity, there are a lot of things that are changing, but we should also be very careful. We do not want to, what people will call importing something from other people's culture and thinking that what you have, the values you have in your culture is bad. It is not. You see, so in counseling, we even need to be able to find out from people who are going to marry reason quality and say, and you will realize that some people go to marry because or will be obsessed in Yama. Well, it is a non-tin or no so I work on him. Now Rana or no so banatias, and that's the reason why he wants to work and make sure that financially I provide everything that they need there. Then who catch us say, Sanyama we know, and it's like the 3 more there onto us here. Oh, so you see, even in counseling, we need to be able to understand. Do they know what is involved and have they accepted? Say, these are what I'm going to meet, and I am willing and ready to support. The other party willing to come and support me. Thank God. But say, well, I'm a support to me. I see it as my gender role. I'm ready to meet it. I first say it's very helpful. So, but because at some point you before say, maybe your culture bad, but it is not. Only say we need to also put a human face to it.
I had a scripture here to support what Papa just said. Amos 3 verse 3. Do two walk together unless they have agreed to do this? So what I'm saying is true. Perhaps that's the agreement they've come together to do. So, I mean, the reason why they are married, it has to be fulfilled.
My next question is, why is it that 2 marriages cannot be compared? I'm asking this because Obiti will be a warrior, but all should be good. And people normally compare, say, oh, yeah, for all you know, say the papa can disagree to say, me may juma, me come home, see the fusion color. Also, teach you go food and an eating juma, and an eating juma, and I mean, those kind of things are there, but you don't know the agreements are across Untia, but go to about juma. So, why is it that counselors will say, oh, 2 marriages are never the same?
Also, for Penny be preachy, I phrased some time ago. I've forgotten exactly which of me. Either of Penny and Pawisi. He's more likely to be the person, I think, because I bring him in but me buy from one. And I'll say, Mammy be an only new. They be your mobile sorry. Na papa no or not drive you. Omudua or Pakia no we see. No, I could be Naireno. Nana Anantiaba, as of them. They be anasano na another couple. They be no bano and any kunuku. So, would ye, we young be a car, and man, the year no de now, who may be a car, mammy. Or dear, and Abranti or call the other man, business say, Madame, na aha, Obano, and a call. Nini abano ni ani kunu bi ka ma no o se e wo de wenyu na de bia ye do asori ana wo kuna be bie dan ma say queen wa be bie ka ma say queen wa be o se hwe ne ka no gate na say so no anka say me bie obi antumi mi Into what they cause our in terms of M say that is exactly what it is. Even when you think, say, Omuye Bibi Emma Odins Awareno, AF Pano, make AF, Yamias, which means you have BF. So, couple be ye Bibi, Papa be a fire, you to miss you. But you don't copy blindly. Ne car gate now say, Pintin a man, you're done a queen. So, Yesika, Eddie, I come my year. Not a new cheat, not a needed that way a queen. Then they now say, hey, Adepa. You have to know the reason. And again, so a cultural background, they are different. Obiani baby entertainment. Domestic arrangements cry different. Ebi mo wa omundu baby asikase mu no ombetumi afa nkrofo atena omo nchen. Enti omo mienu ana also mo ye obibia. Obi so ebinom so nyame adom omo abobra na du baby a ebusuafo ne adofo bi tenti na omo nchen ye ma enuama bi wo ho a omo ha omo ho nye. Sa wo hwe no na se wo de no ekototo wa ware ho a wanya na wo ya asa enuama. Mo akasa mo mienu no mo nhwe ne a mo mienu no mo betumi aye within your means, your ability, your nature, your likes and dislikes. Ebema mo ankasa mo have fun. You have to create the fun for yourself and enjoy it rather than wanting to copy obinedie. Abe wo nimbi aka gate na say.
But when me obi enso me. Yo so my kind book could be by John Boache, Guidelines to Marriage Counseling. Nana or can support in terms of marriage as a purpose. Or let's say I did say financial support, sexual support. Said the software can name every other support to be able to me the ama or spouse and our partner in marriage. And then what kind of support pa and I will say to me the my so far as marriage is concerned. With the matuama as of
varied, very varied.
Okay.
Sisia adeɛ baako a sɛ me wo fie a me wabrokyire a enka meyi mu mɛyɛ ama me yere paa ne sɛ mɛgye ne bibia a ɔyɛ wo fie ayɛ because ɔtwerɛ exams. Now we to me concentrate on the exam. So and we are more yema unkolani all those kind of things and kameji.
No, unfortunately, confidence.
As a matter, me sabbatical me buy no sabbatical nankasanke ende 30th April. But me share that year my dream saying kameko 21st April. Sebe ya meji no enough time. Ma winya kwan I prepare no ne ochro ne exams last week. 2 papers. And yasam kitwa. A day na bear money, a day no bani ya unyamboa. Yen to me again, yen to me in a blank. Obabi wa, sorry to say, or nisika dada. Bema bi wa, onimidi and in dada. And it shouldn't be gender based anymore. It should be according to the need of the person. According to the need of the person.
Now, how do you recognize your spouse's need in order to support?
Yeah, I think so. The sort of Kofi may support. No, I mean I agree to it. Now to identify where the support, where the need is, no, it's one very important element of marriage: communication.
Exactly.
You need to be able to communicate because so what you hene that's a country unia and I was supposed to we are now back second a kitchen now they could treat with ya for go to name cow na se chawa me the place better one I don't see a support. Yeah, so I think that when you see I think biblically we cannot say nyankopon onim what we need, and yet he tells us that ask, so that it will create a certain relationship, a certain rapport, a certain type of fellowship. And communication is so important. Yeah, now we were talking about some elements of marriage, and I think that I mentioned trust. Say it's so very important, and I think that communication is also another. Because where there is communication, there is always free flow information, and therefore we are able to support one another. I think say moye nipa magye sabo betna de say nkomodi ba montem. Na yetumi hunu nia uhia mmoa. If you say you do not we cannot expect say nipa na wona wo ho no ebe hunu ne ehia wo. Even financially I can say you will realize that the person might on the face value be financially sound. And I don't know how much this thing of is true, but the uncle never be a educating. So there was somebody who was rich. Now because of insecurity, omushe. No, let me even give you one example. There was a guy near friend Nano during bus a champion no time ekosi kutu a champion no time na oye rich na I forgot the but now of Tafu area hono na me na boy no at one point or the car e she da ko police for car. No, he was arrested and taken to the police station. Now because he had political colleagues, okay, say, car na me dey boom one. And I'm ready to buy it for you. Say, if he ought to me invite you at Sorry Harvest, no catch him say, is this not because of my money you invited me? He will come and talk all the nonsense, then he will leave you the money, and then he will go. Eventually, I learned, he said, now, or you'll be now would do lotto part, and now, or dubious means I would this agency cano. When it comes to money, don't try him. But so now I brought him in because of what I wanted to say. Now, grudge, you know, now sika won't find your friends, you know, or court be. And now Obu decided that they would definitely embarrass him. At the court, they can't say would do for you know. And the said they wanted to charge him 10 pesos. Now, he was not going to be allowed to go out and source for it. When you be a hot mona, you never to prison. At the end, it's a couple of 10 pesos when you to prison. Because they just wanted to let him know, say, you cannot have everything. And because of that, do everything that you like. Okay, what can I say? What did you so for? You have a charge, you have a boca, but you have a 10 pesos, and he didn't have the 10 pesos.
Therefore, I say, we must also be very careful how to humble ourselves so far as marriage is concerned.
So humility, communication is so important in every facet of our life. Because all here, be big a crowd, won't be white swallow, you will not respect my cassette and no, the communication is so important. If you are talking about support, now first will be open here will be supporter. Feel free because God says that ask and it shall be given. Talk to the person. Don't assume that he should know. Meaning next year when a partner, therefore Nanka is so who is a way. How will the person know? Because that person is not you. So talk to the person, and I believe strongly that supporter will hear. So the pakun only bimpo. That's what first say. Onina eso kopa obako kopebi baby. Now they are brown. Don't ever always assume. Talk about it. Communicate.
No. Okay. You are.
I just wanted to add that observation is part of communication.
Yeah.
Whilst you're observing, you know what the person needs support in. Some of our partners are so reckless. I mean, they are the other way around. So you can support in that way. Or you're not tired, you just throw it anywhere. You can support in that kind of area. Yeah. And also, that's one of the spouse can attain a very high status in life, of which realize that your partner is not that level of yours. But there may be a time that you need to take your spouse to a particular program for her or him not to embarrass you. You need to support him or her to the level you are in. So when you go there, he or she can help you, I mean, in another way to see the way the marriage is going. So you support, you see your status, you see what she needs, and together. Sometimes you might have married her to do a particular thing, but whilst God is lifting you up, there's a need for you to reason up that I need to lift her up small because I need her to help me because the job is becoming too huge for me. She needs to support me in some way. So contemporary way, you need to humble yourself, Papa said. Communication, which observation also needs to be looked at. And then we need to talk more, have time to talk more. And I believe our marriages will blossom the way God wanted to be.
Kofi Baba, who said, in the wisdom of the Methodist Church, they realize that sometimes, asofo no bebre ho kanepa no, they were teachers. The teacher for us, so normally you start if you're crasia, na yabakrom. So could do a crash now, or teacher nina, or yes, so they married at that level. Then you realize that when you call, now be a software. At some point you realize that you have not prepared her enough. Then they put in Kwadasu Women's Training Center. And whilst the minister was coming for training, it was they would take the lady there to also give her a certain support that will bring her up to meet a certain standard as any Kunufi Training College, Trinity College bar. Then she's able to also meet her at a certain level. Instead of say, they provide that support to make her come to a certain level. Those support, is there. So you realize that in this context, it is not even the minister himself, but the church that is also preparing the minister for ministry sees beyond just the minister and says that let us provide support for the minister's wife so that we will be real. So yes, at that level, yeah.
Methodist tradition. The practical purposes of marriage. So my trying people are say some of the reasons to marriage, some are personality, involve lifestyle, humor, respect, and many other. But last time we can say marriage based on the wrong reason is prone to failure. And I said, Bako bebere. Ebia, many obedient como efa aware. Now who said, "O share and sema working in Anges, who said guy no sika." Into anya na bi so worry or go pbi di na nyinsen ba. It na say ofa aware ni saa. Na afi wakofa ni saa. Into ofa ni saa wie no. Ontumi nya ne ho nyi ntumo nkyɛ sɛ maba aware. Aha. Ejama de bia no every statement bi be fi be ma no bia no wafa ni de get we na ntokwa. Inti ebi na me kan say marriage and I'm sure say marriage based on wrong reason is prone to failure. But there are some fan can say or one partner surface.
It's true. One of these days, I asked one of the young people that, who do you want to get married to? She told me that she wanted to get married to a man who is very rich, a man who has cars, a man who has mansion, a man who has money, who has status. And I told the woman, excuse my language.
It is a woman.
Yes, please.
Obey greedy. Nipa you're rich. The rich is, because you're rich. These things he's supposed to have them. Really, why you're rich? I will cast. I will fear. Why you're greedy?
Yes, and you wouldn't waste on you. Oba hunya. It is such people when they come, and why? That's why I said the reason. All ban. It when Tim said me pay. Even so for all you know, Papa the cast or the money are not rented. It after marriage now we say or rented. I marriage in a bed.
So I told the woman, excuse me, you are being foolish. Who should get all this in and come and take it to go and enjoy? The other person who will take it like a doormat.
Yes.
So I believe that you can grow together and acquire things together, and then you can have a fruitful marriage. So when you have this perception that you want somebody with a mansion, cars, as I say, he might be renting the cars, money, status, and some of them also marry because of, excuse my language, sex. They've not had sex before, so they want to have sex. So if you have the first encounter, the rest become normal. They realize that you are discouraged and disappointed in what you cherish so much as marriage. So I believe getting the right reason in entering marriage is very important, and the counselors can really help the couples in getting this. Sometimes when you ask them, why are you into marriage, they'll tell you a lot of things. Because when you have a lot of degrees, because we obey to opportunity, because obeying internet. When you go further, realize that when you teach them much better, they realize that they regret of the choice they've made. But through the same counselor, you can do a lot of education to help bridge the gap. That's why you don't need to do counseling. Well, you can do counseling for a few days, but I believe you have to take some time to realize that the people have really understood the level you want them to get to, and they are very compatible, and they can go from there. So having the mind and the best reason that you are coming to support for companionship, there are a lot of which you direct us to go further. Companionship, support, and anything can happen in the marriage. You have this in mind that I am going in for better, for worse, forever. What can I do to support my spouse to upgrade the person to become what I want the person to become? When I preach out words, I tell the couples that the partner is a garden with flower. You need to be able to moist the garden and tender the ground for the flower to grow very well. So others can look at it and say that, oh, your wife is very beautiful, your husband is very handsome. But if you don't keep your garden very well, and then the thing is not going well, and somebody has kept the garden and flower very well, then you start chasing the flower. Meanwhile, the person is keeping the garden well. So it takes a lot, time, money, effort to make sure that the spouse or your partner become what you want it to be. And I will say that when the woman gets pregnant for the first time, when you get pregnant for the first time, I'm swinging away a little bit. Pregnant for the first time, she gives birth, she's normal. Second time, she's a little bit normal. Third one, realize that the body is becoming disfigured. Then you have to realize that you have to take your time in adding more. Because she has to gain her nutrients back. Help her to exercise, get herself back. Then you get more. But then if you keep on giving birth like that, and excuse my language, she become not like the way you picked her, they realize that they want to pick other people.
And also for sir, and to also only the disfigure of the body. Oh, say, a do baby, or ban to me keep because Tembiar, wait to us, and the onya brain says, Fine, and also crack comes another challenge. Ufrejuma but to be hey, be tell Ufrifian or Papi say you may then why. But if I keep telling my counselor, say, Adiani a Fiajuma, you have a time of starting, but any time where you pay to me a Fiajuma, Mobia Kojuma, no go to ye Fiajuma. So, sir, I want to ask because maybe person more 10%. First, I need deeper to join. This is animal. You give birth to the number you think per your finances you can take good care of. And you are not giving birth before people say, and I'm 9 pen away, and I'm being count, now should be count.
No, but I think even for the woman's health, exactly. What a gentleman, a buana casa.
Also for me, another feasibility.
Obana, you can't once a man or one criteria of Obama or Beno. Misano, and Ma, Menomonanti and Yankofuni and Yanumba. They had 2 ways of categorizing men that they were looking for. Omumpe, Debi.
Another way, any maybe my memory, may use to tell me, instead of me for more prego.
Okay.
Ye wo Boafua, Bidiwa, and Abewa. Boafuano in my language in here. Oh no, she's coming to start with you. Into oh, dear, you be about to say you are a man of focus, you are a man of focus. Into where they may Buana, the way of Bren which me, that is a Boafua helper, Boafua be wow. Any will be due, or no, sure they were penny conference or Nya, and the answer Babidi. And I've been honey, or no person making sure say, do you no opinion and war into Nyaba, you say, I've been that. Debbie, Obekana Shigake.
Indiana American. Omumpe, Debbie. Now, because if it's all no Yabuafua, okay. Jompe, Debbie. Okay. I feel the chance, Dabby. But me did say, or more year, Debbie. No more shall sit together, no. They grew together. They made it together. And they enjoy it together.
And they normally succeed.
They do. And it's also will try a ben waha. A ben waha no better the rules and regulations.
Right.
cause ono no wa pen de dada enti se uti anye ye na sa ben wa ha na wakofa no kra no so wo efie busue bi mu a omusuban bi te se busue bi a minimum mu a na se uti anye ye na so ono di kan jawo a wanhwe ni ye ana wabrabo nyina right aye basa
so for so that on say so jaware easy because over 1.5 here but it's bag na de buy you know
na
pako
washa aya me te bia mbisa me ho asasem we so wo hwe movies African movies even international movies foreign movies say basa warija na so ba na ye pam na de bia na okura suitcase no dey ko
just not the buy
but is that really the case? Is that a good representation?
No, that is a culture. Your cultural setting so bad. Bag na the man and on the buy in your cordia. So who say ye yama at Uncle Foot? So oh, me kwa waria. One also to bag now share them now deco. It is a no share the man at the buy here. I think there's a major one so there. You take it. I be one also the same character. But what for us is of kind. They will start with you, go up with you. It's definitely you succeed.
Ebi musu se omo mpe boape.
Okay.
Omo pe buedi.
Ayo. Another name for Abenwa. Ompe so ba be boape. No ape.
Ope buedi.
So for mami fa we mrem another since we are talking about practical reasons. Obi eba me wana na edi nko when I realized something. And I thought say you discussing so far as marriage is concerned beboa. Ono kwa ware no okwa ware because of obare ma mene papa na if you ska wo nti wo view say so ware sa ba na obe break it through but unfortunately oware obare we no na be man friend ka chen say masa me bre ansa me ne me ri enya wu nti no say onyame wa do be ware ne kwa musu ko hye mabra kwa se and akwani mu ne ye kum wadwa and in level lab nti wo get bia na wadwa because the reason or they call marriage was far beyond just the woman, but Owari or Bani because of the father experience with, and now the word is no more. Such a person on your day, and it's even a good reason at all to marry. If I'm so
two questions. First, what were the parents' involvement in the choice of their children? And na obano Crawford na had the parents prepared the child growing up to say ye bre and ye di and he said oh kwa wadia we may want to give you a gateway but for when in took near wahana so we prepare na jone sadia then the woman should be able to let the woman no, as they were courting. Now, because bra wo ba wo coding you realize that entire obani at amount. In any case, it is by our culture no wo ban beman say oko fight property for the woman. In this wo do any fair obani china or the call no dia. And now you took a wrong step. So bad man po achi no mo bi na so ba no so wo kwa it will be a different na mo ba na chi na wo bi na wo because wo na wo kofa na free ni fie na kono kwa kofe no
say who say dwetri be you na je so mo tumi dia ibri but unfortunately owie o tu omofo we opebi kakra bo say wo na be ware mba de wo say wi aya bo ceremony na wie nti na o expect say papa no efie ni na dan ni ne ma no e kan nsa be kan bi in fact it was issue papa no parents in a frame to psyche talk to the man of Mokowarero. Because no one said that was the reason or the warrior until say a year after now then one day the guy voiced out. Say no say papa is here dying with things, you know, and go one area will car back or also j me feel never had and maybe a juma way monfa. And what a parents and 9 years the guy was hurt. Said they were supposed to support him.
Are falling, and I put it accidental. That guy, he fell into love. He didn't walk into it.
But it should be as of me myself. But I was shocked when I was involved in that. Or can't story. I was like, now, Oko warrior, Ohunsu warrior don't want to be so. Do you know the person when fed as was established by Oman Banukra Kusian Obanago school? But because of some catering way be. Or said that the mom said, "Na omumi no mum no money." The man so no pay you mafu.
Oh, I see.
That's why I have a problem with the woman, okay? Because if you want a partner, you have to get a partner who is focused,
Exactly. Yes.
who is determined. Maybe on this canoe, but you realize that he has plans. He has plans to succeed in life. And when you add a little money, he will succeed in life. You don't look at what is glittering and what is very rosy and say things will be very well. No. The man should be focused. Oh, maybe he has something to do. Maybe for now, he may not have anything.
Focus. So
the woman should have wised up.
Also for me, all these things, I come back to near papa kind of communication. I woman say, yeah, because that's minimum for communication. Seriously, personally, I don't see anything wrong. I mean, generally, there may be areas where I will see something wrong.
Okay.
But generally, I don't see anything wrong with a man or a woman wanting to marry a man or a woman who is well-to-do.
No, and yet the child no word no. We issue here. The parents, you know.
And now so a person worry will fear a muye. Me anything wrong with it.
Good.
One, me anything wrong with it. The only thing that is wrong with it is when you think, say, you have entitlement.
Yes. Okay.
To it.
It is your right.
It is not your right.
It is not.
And that's why the communication is coming in here.
Okay.
So who pet or ban? Now we say we need the bibisu wufie wa. So we will be our kumemu etsenepa. But this should be part of your conversation.
That's right.
Charlie, miniaba. I wouldn't say baby amifi Charlie enye me pe pa me pe wasa me pe say yaware. But I wouldn't say baby amifi enye. Inti me need the point say yaware a nyame be ya adom na onam wawofo so na waboa ye ma yetumi ye so yaye. Oh. Say if say maware wie 1 year ansa na sa asemi ebepie because we na just say more communication during course no
debia to kwa baba to ba ni hu adekode port ya wire because almost bibi kakri baby na kwa mbofu bibi kakri baby nti she doesn't know what exactly is happening. In fact, the parent themselves no more cry how because reports in by until they came to me so the minimum kasa and I met the woman and the baby man in kasa then I separated. The separated you know and the people say this is the guy's tension. So it was said, parents, you know, establish you no the share and but because it is not coming into ama our obanwa
inti say eya dwen pa and na woni tirim say baby am finye inti nyame ye madom na me nkopie baby e hoye na me nyammoa say ya dwen pa nke wo say courtship ni mu na otumi ma oba ni mu say me nua ba odo ne de wo ho na mo meni so eda bibi sei so na se enye no na ebekwa na mahu mo kwan pontwan ware wiansa wa be expect say ye me wele ebusu japade
in this case no wunyi ni say enye be ma no na akoware oba no
oba na be worry.
What the man did was that come and marry me or catch your oba say you come and marry me.
I was here for ya da wasi bebre embre also come and marry me
also for me pacho minim senia enuama beye eja minim da plane ebetu enti ade ba ko wo mitirima na me pese ye discussion ayeye nyina me de to ya dwem me pacho oba bia wo kwa aware be ma bia wo kwa aware ana wo aware mu dada minim say 1 Corinthians chapter 13 ye ta di preach wo aware asepa but me pese wo kind verse 4 down to verse 8 first part of verse 8 First part of this, also love never fails. Me pesa wo kind sa die bi mu bebre ya kind da. Ya wari ase ye kind ye ko counseling ye kind. But and then me pesa wo sign kind bi mu. Na wo kind no. First one just read it. Second one tobo na kind. Third one no. Baby the word love ehye no. Fa wudin ehye ho. Na bisa wo ho say no krana. Inti me can baby the word love it includes the pronouns representing love. So like verse 4. Love is patient.
Okay.
Love is kind. So Kofi is patient. Kofi is kind. But when you continue, it does not envy. It's no faudin. So Kofi does not envy.
Okay.
Kofi does not boast. Kofi is not proud.
Thank
you. One of them. One of them. Now, where we are, ask yourself whether it is true.
Okay.
The truth is, not all of them will be true, but that is the first test of marrying. It doesn't mean all hope is lost, but 1 Corinthians 13, 4-8 is opening your eyes. He said, so when you do baby, about 90% of where you put your name can be true, or it's something that you can work on to be true. And then I'm part of one so aware. And Yamana, Ebinum year, no more also for my 3 months, also for my 6 months. No, making no much date that. But we almost also for my time. If you pass, what worry put that? Please do this exercise.
But so for any man who can use this, because that's all the young kind. Who is easy to know person will be my man, Papa.
Next week, essentially, be my maybe able to be the way I started.
I think so. In fact, what is a place to cry? You may record it.
We thank you very much for being with us. We are from St. Paul Methodist Cathedral, Tema, of which our Superintendent Minister, very Reverend Dr. Samuel O. Ejepon, the S.O. Bakope, another S.O. Obiabachi, for your word, S.O. Papa Edamasi, for your very wonderful discussion. Yeah, Papa Nusa Mohen, rather batching for your boy Edamasi, you mentioned for support and so. Baby, I do the next segment in the baby. We are hoping say we've learned a lot from it. You see, practical reasons why for go to marriage, and that is what we'll discuss with you this evening. And we are praying that the Lord will be our help and our judge, and also help us to amend our marriages, the broken one, of course, with this discussion. So before we end, we will leave it in the hands of our Superintendent Minister, Papa Bakope. I'm going to be a hand Bakope. You can't sit boss, sorry. Papa, you want to be my lawyer, which I am.
I have only launched the appeal. Say that must the way you are taking care of your old man, I mean the church. But I think that it didn't in your church. Doing programs like this, is expensive, a cost. And now there are other costs that you know. I have to admit that since we started launching the appeal, these past few weeks, a lot of people have come to redeem their tithes, and I appreciate it. Yes, say, for more than if you say, we all have that responsibility to God and to our church and to ourselves. The best from say your tithe, your offering, your pledges with the harvest in front of us, because the principle in scripture is still valid and it is true. It is more blessed to give than to receive. And the more you give, the more you receive. Educational process that say issues be one-on-one. We are all available. Come, let us talk and let us see how we can support one another. Because it gives us a healthy church. Because the church is made up of families who are married and who are raising children. And it's we will have peace of mind and then we will grow together. Don't hide anything. Come open and let us go forward. And then teaching on the church's doctrines. And also, if you have any questions that bother you, come around, put in the questions, come and let us talk about it, because the bottom line is that we want you to grow. Don't work on biases and then presumptions and assumptions. Come and let us talk about it, because John Wesley was as simple as plain, and today we are learning that Jesus Christ he lived a very simple life. Modesty is the word. Modest. But at the end of the day, let us also take care of ourselves. The man says, one first idea way, no one find kata or no. Now the show about you say, that's all quabontin, that's all kunya problem here. What do wabusia? Because you will bring it home and the whole of your family will become infected. So if you love your family, if you love yourself, if you love the church, please take all the necessary precautions with the protocols I've given to us and let us protect ourselves. Covering the but we don't have to overcome and become a casualty. Let us overcome with strength, energy, so that we can come and celebrate. God bless you and keep you. I'm reminding you this evening, 5:30, 6 o'clock, we have Miracle Hour. And stay tuned, and we are going to come your way. The near can say, "Kosiada, ya pasoria." Thank you very much. Yeah, thank you very much. But the program is for Friday.